What's going on, guys? Tyson Anderson, Mr. Hammer Down. Listen, guys, I want to talk about something that we don't usually talk about. Rest in the working beagle. Rest in the working hound. Let's jump into it. Muscle repair and growth. Intense exercise creates microscopic tears in muscle tissue. During rest, the body repairs these tears and rebuilds the muscle fibers, making them stronger and larger. Preventing overtraining. Pushing the body of that said hound too hard without adequate rest can lead to overtraining, which can result in fatigue, decreased performance, and even injury. Energy replenishment. Rest allows the dog's body to replenish energy stores like glycogen that are depleted during workouts. Improved performance. Adequate rest helps the dog's body to recover and adapt to training stimuli, leading to better performance in future workouts. Reduced risk of injury. Rest helps to reduce the risk of injury by allowing muscles and joints to recover from the stress of training. Active recovery. Incorporating active recovery methods like light cardio or stretching on rest days can further enhance recovery and blood flow, aiding in muscle repair. Sleep. Getting enough quality sleep is essential for muscle recovery and overall health. Stress management. Rest also includes finding ways to relax mentally and physically, which can help reduce stress and improve recovery. So guys asked the question, how is it that you were able to put so much weight on Anderson's Black Bart in just 16 days? Listen, guys, rest. As you see him here, he's in his bulking phase. I would put him in a cool, dry place. I would say around 70 degrees and sometimes cut the light off. On high stress days, high intense days, I've ran him, for miles and miles, 5, 6, 7 hours, hard driving, running. I always make sure that I rest those dogs just as much, because in the resting phase, the rest of that dog's ability, it just seemingly comes to the top. It's like the cream rises to the top. The more you churn the churn, the more it rises. You can have all of the performance regimen and running outline as you want. Without proper rest and rest etiquette, you have nothing. I like dogs like this one here. His body, even though the dog himself didn't turn out, the dog's body was immaculate. I called this dog Anderson's Louisiana Rambo. Didn't pan out, but the body of him was working, spot on. I mean, it just happened to take to what we were doing with him, that intense stress that we were doing with that dog, and still being able to rest him allowed us to reclaim the type of muscle tone that you see with him right here in this picture. Unbelievable. The cognition and all of those things that come essentially from resting a dog. Just that simple. Rest goes and takes you a long way, guys. A very long way. Believe it or not, it takes you a very long way. A&A's Double Up Boomer was very similar. He was one that didn't desire rest, but we knew he needed to be rested. Even as intense and as grubby and gritty of a hard hunter and hunting dog that he was, I had enough sense as a developer and handler, even though I was not his breeder. I had to take into consideration what this dog needed, even though he was laying everything on the line. Sometimes we see a dog with intense charisma, intense drive and desire, and we mistake that dog as if it is a robot or is robotic. It is not made of AI. It is of flesh and fur and blood. And guess what? It needs rest. Here we have old Pete again. This is just, I think, 2 days ago. Again, you can see the body of this dog and where he's came. He's came from a long place. And guys will say, well, why would you use him? Why not use him? The reason I chose to use this dog is because, one, we bred him, we created him, we wanted him here, we wanted to promote the body of this dog, that recovery, that conditioning, all of those things. But I can honestly tell you, there's no steroids attributed to his to this dog's recovery. There's no testosterone, no kind of anabolic compound, Winstrol, Linstrol, nothing at all. It is mainly running hard, resting him, and the right nutrition. That's all it is, folks. But now that we're moving from that, I also want to bring about this thing and just speak about this for a second. So here he was in the top or peak of his physical performance or performing body or skeleton, right? This here was him, I think about a year and a half ago, pardon me. And the dog was able to come about and come along out of where he was, where he had been, and so many things. Able to grab him from just a small pup, or what they call a small chap, and bring him on into the matured body that he now has in this photo. And doing that was being able to rest him mainly. Resting him allowed him to become so much clearer, and along with socializing, and I can't get away from this, a good nutrition regimen. In doing that, this dog's muscles and everything about him just grew by leaps and bounds. And I believe that if a person is to take a dog and take him through the rigors of hard labor and the traumas of transition, you have to have rest in order to appropriately and adequately develop that dog's system. I say ecosystem, even though it's not that I call it that. It's not grammatically correct or scientifically correct as far as terminology, but I say that because it is so true. And if you go and you work a 15-hour job 6-7 days a week, and you're barely resting, and you're on your feet, and you're going, guess what? You are setting yourself up for a stroke or a heart attack, because your body is being pushed to limitations that it is not prepared to go to. So when you rest that dog, you walk that dog on off days, 1.5 miles, 2 miles, just to get the breathing going, just to get him or her to open his lungs. That's all you want. Little tongue action, just to get their heart racing. That's it. Little things like that preserve the dog, and they extend the life of the dog. Believe it or not, dogs that are ran extremely hard all of their life and then immediately champion out or accomplish whatever it is that those people set out to obtain or whatever, or succeed in, guess what? And they just sit up and they become wheelbarrows and being fed and getting Scooby snacks and all these things. Guess what? Those dogs typically don't live long. And if they do, their physical breaks down in such a way is saddening, because they are so used in working, that now that their body has just nothing to do but rest, they go down drastically. The same is like that of an elder person that's worked a job for a long time. That's all they did was go. Then they sit down 9 times out of 10, their body breaks down intensely. So I'm telling you guys, when you get a chance, do those restings and intermediate restings and watch the growth in that dog. Until then, Tyson Anderson, Mr. Hammer Down. We'll see you when we see you.
I was driving through Georgia in late July on a day hot